Welcome to the kingdom. The Humble King Podcast, where real kings speak with purpose. We level up only, let's go hop it.
The Humble King mindset is not about ego, status, or acting superior to others. It is not about pretending to be perfect, having everything figured out, or living without struggles. It is not about looking strong on the outside while being empty on the inside. True strength is deeper than appearance. The Humble King mindset is about becoming strong internally while staying grounded, disciplined, and humble in every season of life. It is about building a life that is not controlled by emotions, not destroyed by pressure, and not distracted by temporary things. It is about becoming stable in character, steady in mindset, and consistent in purpose. And that kind of mindset is not created overnight. It is built over time through experiences, lessons, mistakes, setbacks, discipline, and growth. Every season of life contributes to it in some way. Even painful seasons, even confusing seasons, even moments where everything feels uncertain. Because growth is not always comfortable. Sometimes growth comes through pressure. Sometimes growth comes through failure. Sometimes growth comes through silence and reflection. Sometimes growth comes through loss and rebuilding. But every season teaches something if a person is willing to learn from it. At the core of the Humble King mindset is discipline. Discipline is one of the strongest foundations a person can build. It means doing what needs to be done even when motivation is gone. It means staying consistent even when results are not immediate. It means choosing long-term success over short-term comfort. Many people rely on motivation, but motivation is temporary. It comes and goes depending on mood, environment, and circumstances. Discipline is what keeps a person moving forward when motivation disappears. That is why disciplined people often achieve more over time. Not because life is easier for them, but because they continue even when it is difficult. Discipline creates structure. Structure creates consistency. Consistency creates results. Results create progress. And progress builds confidence over time. Another major part of the Humble King mindset is emotional control. Emotional control is not about becoming cold or emotionless. It is about understanding emotions without letting them take full control of decisions. Every person feels emotions, stress, anger, excitement, sadness, frustration, pressure. But not every emotion needs to become an action. A strong mindset understands how to pause before reacting. It understands how to think before speaking. It understands how to respond instead of being controlled by impulse. Because impulsive reactions often create problems that could have been avoided. Emotional control creates stability. And stability creates better decisions in life, relationships, and personal growth. Faith is another key foundation of the Humble King mindset. Faith gives strength during uncertainty. Life will always have moments where answers are not clear. There will always be situations where the future feels unknown. There will always be seasons where progress feels slow or invisible. In those moments, faith becomes grounding. Faith is what helps a person continue even when they cannot see everything clearly yet. It does not always remove problems instantly, but it changes how a person carries those problems. Instead of panic, there is patience. Instead of fear, there is trust. Instead of hopelessness, there is endurance. Faith strengthens people internally during external pressure. Humility is also a major part of this mindset. Humility keeps a person teachable, because no matter how much someone grows, there is always more to learn. The moment a person believes they have nothing left to learn, they stop growing. And when growth stops, development also stops. Humility allows correction. Humility allows learning. Humility allows improvement. Humility allows maturity. A humble king does not look down on others. Instead, he understands that everyone is growing in their own journey, facing their own battles and learning their own lessons. That perspective keeps the heart grounded. Focus is another important part of this mindset. Focus means protecting your attention from distractions that pull you away from your purpose. In today's world, distractions are everywhere. Opinions, social media, comparison, negativity, entertainment, pressure, and noise can easily take control of attention if a person is not careful. But focus is power. What you focus on repeatedly shapes your mindset. What you consume shapes your thoughts. What you think about shapes your direction. What you focus on shapes your future. That is why protecting focus is protecting growth. Resilience is another key part of the humble king mindset. Resilience is the ability to keep going after failure, setbacks, disappointment, or difficult seasons. Life is not always smooth. Everyone will face moments of struggle. Everyone will experience challenges that test patience and strength. But resilient people do not stay down permanently. They learn, they adjust, they rebuild, they continue forward. And over time, those experiences make them stronger internally. Self-awareness is also important. Self-awareness means understanding yourself honestly. Your strengths, your weaknesses, your habits, your mindset, your emotional patterns, your reactions. Without self-awareness, growth becomes difficult because a person cannot improve what they refuse to recognize. But with awareness, change becomes possible, because awareness leads to responsibility, and responsibility leads to improvement. Purpose is the final foundation of the humble king mindset. Purpose gives meaning to discipline. Purpose gives direction to faith. Purpose gives strength during struggle. Purpose gives motivation during difficulty. Without purpose, life feels random. With purpose, everything has meaning. Even challenges become lessons. Even delays become preparation. Even pain becomes growth. Purpose keeps a person moving forward even when life feels heavy. At the end of the day, the humble king mindset is not about perfection. It is about progression. It is about becoming better over time. Better in discipline, better in faith, better in mindset, better in emotional control, better in focus, better in character, and most importantly, it is about staying humble through every level of growth, because real strength is not just becoming powerful. Real strength is becoming powerful without losing humility. That is what makes it the humble king mindset.
Welcome to the kingdom. The Humble King Podcast, where real kings speak with purpose. We level up only, let's go hop it. Go hop it. Go hop it. Go hop it. Go hop it.